Hello and welcome to HUDCast, number 21. Today I am joined by Kev.
Hello, sir.
Ollie.
Hello.
And Tom.
Hello.
And I'm Rich, by the way. So there we go. Awesome. Tom and Ollie are on Skype today, just because they couldn't quite make it, but it's all good. So I'm joined by Kev in the studio. So I think we'll kick things off with the normal, what have you been playing? So we'll probably start with Kev. What have you been playing?
Right,
We've been playing Mush.
I'm actually nearly finished Dark Souls. Like going back all those months now, I'm actually nearly finished.
Sweet, man.
I think
Awesome.
I've pretty much got like 2 bosses to go. So
nice.
yeah, so
You've done really well.
Yeah, it's been traumatic. It's been absolutely traumatic. So I'm nearly done with Dark Souls, which has been fantastic. I'd probably say, with all the great games that have come out this year, I'd say that it's actually probably been my game of the year so far.
Sweet.
Just because I've never had a game that's challenged me so much as Dark Souls has. The sense of achievement is just phenomenal. Getting past there's an article I'm doing at the moment which is like based on like the bosses that have been based in this game,
right?
Going back to like the old school like arcade games. There was just I love the challenge, and getting past it has been an absolute beast.
Nice.
But once I got past that, I've actually taken a break and watching the E3 PS4 new release of GTA 5.
Right.
I've gone back to GTA 5.
Nice.
I was like, no, I've got to go back to GTA 5. So I've just gone like, I've been doing this weird thing where I've been doing like a day in the life of Franklin.
Okay.
And I've just like started the game like, a day in the life of Franklin. It's like, put like a point on the map. It's like, I'm going to get there. It's like, try and get there. It's like, can't help but shoot someone. so he's like, you shoot someone and then all of a sudden there's a police chase and you come across these like fantastic like action set piece scenarios when you try and do that, and that's what makes that game great. So I did loads of GTA 5. I finished South Park. Finally finished South Park, which was absolutely fantastic. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Superb game.
I've started Child of Light, which is great. What else have I done? Oh, Outlast. I was absolutely dying to play Outlast because Aaron Murphy, he showed me on the PS4 when we went around for like we went around, he invited us around for dinner, so we went around, he's like, you got to play Outlast. And then all of a sudden, they just released Outlast on the Xbox One.
Nice.
It was a complete like surprise release, and I was like, Jesus, it's out! So I bought that, and every night, like, turn the lights off, headphones on, shit myself. So I've actually been like loving that. Outlast, GTA 5. Oh man, I think that's literally been about it.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. Dark Souls, Outlast. Yeah, that's been it. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, should we move on to Ollie?
Yeah, I have been playing Wolfenstein: The New Order on PS4.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
How are you finding it?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It is. There's no online. It is purely campaign, and the story is just so awesome.
I'm
It's
really
so
tempted to pick
good.
it up now. Yeah.
So I would say that's definitely one everyone should be picking up.
From what I've heard about it now,
I've been playing Mario Kart 8.
Sweet.
Pretty much rinsing that for everything that it's worth. It is a ridiculously good game, and it is 100% worth buying a Wii U for.
Awesome.
I have been playing Transformers: Rise of the Dark Spark,
Oh
yeah.
which is okay.
Yeah, I saw your review.
yeah. I saw the review.
Yeah, the review isn't great for it, but it's a real shame because War of Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, those games were so good.
It has that look, doesn't it?
It looks like it has that look, but when you actually play the game, it just looks like a very good PS2 game, in my opinion. It's not great looking.
It was done by a different developer, wasn't it?
Expect much.
It was, yeah. I'm not sure which the developer was.
No,
they did a terrible job.
Yeah.
I think Tom's spoken about it before when we talk about like the original Xbox 360 launch games, like Perfect Dark and stuff. Because they were trying to make use of the HD and make everything look really good, they basically just made the floor really wet,
Really
shiny, so that it
yeah.
looked like it was in HD. That's basically what the entire sets of this game just look like. Everything just looks wet and shiny.
Nice.
The rendering's just all... It's just not a great game.
Oh.
It's certainly not worth paying 42 quid for anyway.
No.
If you saw it cheap, then maybe give it a go. But
Yeah. So it's gonna be on Xbox Gold soon then.
I'd say they should put it on now.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
thought.
dear.
What else have I been playing? I've been playing a little bit of Lego Batman 2, which was on the Vita this month for PS Plus.
PS Plus, yeah. Wicked.
Yeah, well, it wasn't advertised though. Like you actually had to
No.
type in Lego Batman 2 to find it,
Yeah.
and then it would come up and say that it was free.
Yeah, a bit odd that.
I
Yeah,
haven't
but that's
Payday once though.
sorry.
I haven't done Payday before though once.
Oh, did it?
It wasn't brought up on the main screen, so you had to actually know it was on the deal to be able to find it.
That's a bit of a
They
pain.
changed it eventually, but it was just like the first weekend or something.
Right.
Yeah. That's it's your Lego game. It's addictive. It's fun. It's just a Lego game. They're great fun. I like all of them. So
Awesome. Awesome.
yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Tom?
Well, pretty much just Forza 5. I only got myself an Xbox One.
Now that you're an Xbox man.
Yeah. No thanks to Xavi and Yodel. Just gonna put that right out there. Hate rhymes. Yeah, basically. Finally got my console. Didn't send the game, did they? Or Yodel nicked it. Well, don't know. Couldn't say. But yeah, basically, purely been playing that for a week straight.
Cool. Awesome.
It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. Got quite a sense of progress that you got from 4. Because 4 you actually had like seasons. So you
Right.
go through
Right.
a season, and the next season faster and better cars, and then you have faster.
Yeah. This is more of a Gran Turismo approach, really, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's you can do whatever you want. You can start off and do the hardest race if you can afford a car or whatever. You can go straight in and
Yeah.
hardest weekend. Go into that tournament, or you can start off like I'm doing, and work your way through the I think.
Cool. Off the
I think it's a good 100 or so hours though it'll take.
Right.
100 hours you spent on the game.
I haven't yet, no, but you do have to. Like, I've spent longer than that on Forza 4.
Jeez.
150 events, which were between like 1 and 8 races each.
Wow.
Long time. Yeah, that and Killer Instinct, which
Oh,
I've
no.
decimated with a friend because it was free.
Oh dear.
What,
Oh,
the
dear.
Xbox One Killer Instinct?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it as bad as you remember?
it wasn't good.
Xavi didn't send me my game.
Oh.
I didn't have any other game to play.
Did they send you?
Killer.
Did they send you all the money to buy all the extra characters as well? To just have even more of a worse time?
Microsoft gave me the entire game for free.
Oh,
Really?
God.
I got every character and everything.
Oh,
for
really?
free anyway.
And it was still shit.
Yeah, it's still not great, but it's all right for a free game. Give me 40 quid's worth of game
Yeah,
free, and it's all right.
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay it. I wouldn't pay a penny for it.
Oh, go
But yeah, pretty much just them. Pretty much just that.
Cool.
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 Going back on what Ollie said about the this is completely sort of off subject, but the Lego game. I only just watched the Lego movie.
Oh,
It's fantastic,
I haven't seen it.
so good.
dude. Really?
So good.
Yeah, I don't have a copy.
Okay.
Send me one.
Well,
Next time you're down, Tom, come over. We'll get the 3D setup going. We'll have a bit of a Lego 3D movie. It's
It's gotta be
very
done.
very good.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
Or
done.
if you've got 15 quid, Tom, it's on. You got the Xbox One now. It's on the Xbox video, like as an advanced early access thing. So
I'm not paying Microsoft 15 quid for a digital copy of the Lego movie. I'll get it on Blu-ray for less than 15 quid and have a copy that I don't require Microsoft to play.
it was actually pretty good quality from what I downloaded. But yeah, yeah, fair enough.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's Blu-ray quality, but it's still through Microsoft. And I can't bother with that. I want to be able to play it through my PS4. That's what I want.
There you
I want that
go.
option. I want the freedom Microsoft can't provide.
Well, okay.
Freedom!
Well, take the freedom and take your money, but watch the Lego Movie because it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Awesome. Well, on to me, I guess.
Yeah.
So
What have you been playing, Richard?
I've been playing a lot since the last HUDcast. I've got a whole list here. So I'm going to start with Watch Dogs. So I picked that up after the last HUDcast. But regrettably, it's been the game that I've kind of put down and not come back to.
Oh, dude, big GTA mistake.
I've not gone back to it yet. I am planning to, but it's looking less and less likely the more games I play. And the more I go down this list, you'll start going, yeah, just leave it for a while. So
You get open world fatigue, where there's so much stuff to do that you feel no sense of progress.
a little
You
bit.
spend 2 hours playing it, you haven't actually achieved anything.
There is so much to do that you do get a bit of that. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking now because my initial sort of attitude towards the game was I want to do all the side missions and stuff like that because I want to unlock all those extra abilities and things like that before I get too far through the story. And now I'm sort of thinking because I put it down for so long, actually I just want to complete the story now. So I'm probably just
do the story.
I'm just gonna
Like,
crack
so
on.
I found that if you do everything, that it takes so long. You really don't get any sense of progress.
Yeah,
So you put like a week's worth of like a couple of hours a night sort of job, and end up thinking, well, I've done like one story mission. And
Yeah,
I've created an island of collectibles. I
Yeah,
haven't done anything.
yeah.
Just storm it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, apart from that, I've been playing all the ones I could do, the PS Plus and Games with Gold stuff this month, which we'll get to in a minute. I'm just going to come to that in a second. I've gone back to my 3DS, and
Yay.
I've been playing Ocarina of Time,
Oh.
and also picked up Super Mario 3D Land as well.
Oh, dude.
Just because it's so good, and that's basically pretty much why I put down Watch Dogs, just to vent my need for Nintendo. I've sort of decided that unless I can sort of win a Wii U in a competition or something, I probably can't afford to buy one. So I'm basically just going to invest in my 3DS because I absolutely love it and I need more. So those couple of games there. I've again something that will come up a bit later on. I bought Papers, Please in the Steam sale.
Nice.
Which is so much fun.
Is that the one you have
So
to like?
good.
Is that the way you have to like judge people just to like let them pass into the country? Or
Exactly.
something? You have to, like,
Basically,
judge
it
them as
could
passports?
not be more basic. It could not be more simple, and effectively, the graphics are really plain, simple, like pixelated style.
Yeah.
You literally, someone walks up to you're working on a made-up Russian border, a made-up city, made-up border, and basically you have to decide whether people come into your country or not. And so they give you their passport, you check the details against what's allowed, and then you either allow them or don't allow them. And sometimes you have to interrogate them and all kinds of stuff. And it sounds so mundane, but it is so addictive.
Yeah,
it's
I bet.
really good fun. So I do recommend that.
Cool. Pretty controversial.
Something,
actually.
yeah. Something that didn't last too long, but I can't wait for it to come back, is that I played the crap out of the Destiny alpha,
Oh man,
which was incredible.
I watched Matt playing some of that, and I was so jealous because I actually didn't get I didn't
Yeah.
get supposed to play it. But
Well, it's only a few months away now, and I cannot stress that game is going to be game of the year for me. I think.
Really?
Yeah. I can't stress that enough.
how does it feel? Like
Superb.
really?
Yeah. It's Halo meets Star Wars.
What did you play it on? What
meets
console?
Borderlands.
What
That's
console?
PS4.
Oh, PS4.
Yeah, it was the alpha. So
Oh man.
yeah. So that's been it really.
I've managed to successfully miss everything about Destiny so far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, don't worry. That's,
Yeah,
that's all
I've
good.
been the same, man. Don't worry, in the same boat.
Yeah, well, it's definitely.
I've not done it for. I don't think I've actually done it for a game ever. If there's a game that I really want to play, I normally get right in there and get into all the news and everything. Whereas Destiny, I've just kind of gone. You know what? I'm going to go into it completely blind. I know the basic premise and I know the basic about what you can do in the game.
Yeah.
I have no idea how the alpha play. I just don't know
Yeah.
anything about the actual game itself. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go in completely blind and just see what happens.
No, I think that's a fantastic idea.
It's a good, yeah.
It's a really funny thing because I actually really want to play Destiny, and I actually put myself out there. I was like, I really want to play the beta, but there's actually been so much stuff at the moment that's distracted me. I've actually not got the chance.
Yeah.
But I'm actually the fact that I haven't got the chance it's put me in the same boat as Ollie. I'm like, well, I'm not missing out because I actually get to play the game when it all comes out as a finalised version. I'm like, I'm going to experience it all. But in the same breath, I am quite jealous of the fact that I haven't played the alpha or the beta.
It's all good.
So
it's all good. Yeah, they only went on for a few days. I think they did extend it probably to about 5 days or something in the end. But I just want more.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick that up day one.
Good.
Wicked. So moving on, I thought I'd just go over the PlayStation Plus and the Games with Gold releases this month. So on PS4 we've got Towerfall Ascension, Strider and Doki Doki Universe. PS3 we've got Dead Space 3 and Vessel.
Oh really?
PS Vita we've got Lego Batman, Muramasa Rebirth, and also Doki Doki Universe. Xbox One's got Guacamelee, Super Turbo Championship Edition, and Xbox 360's got Gotham City Imposters and Battle Block Theatre.
Oh wow!
So I don't know if you guys played any of those at all, or
Yeah, Guacamelee, but not on Xbox. I played Guacamelee on PS3 last year, was it?
yeah, it came out on PS Plus last year, didn't it?
Oh no, I think we got sent a copy just to play.
Right, yeah, that's cool.
But I did end up downloading it for the Vita as well because it was one of those cross-platform games.
Sure. I mean, I've actually already got it for the PS3 because of PlayStation Plus, but I sort of, again, it's one of those games I kind of played a little bit of and then put down. So I re-downloaded it for Xbox One. Really doesn't look much different. Maybe it looks a little bit sharper, but actually I've really got into it this time around. And again, it's been one of those games that I've really just picked up and started playing. It's superb. Yeah. It's really good fun.
So Dead Space 3 is like free?
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Like it was the weakest of the series, don't get me wrong, but I mean that's a pretty beefy game to give away for free.
Yeah, definitely.
A good game as well. I mean, if it came out and the 1 and 2 didn't exist, you'd go, well, that's a pretty good horror game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because it comes after two like absolute classics.
Yeah. That's the thing. It was very different to the first two. But you're right. If it was released as like a standalone game, like even if it was like the game, it would have actually worked quite well.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah. That's cool.
Awesome. So there you go. Right, moving on. I thought I'd just talk about a bit of news. This is sort of news from the last week or so, just up until this week. So the main headlines I sort of picked out were Cliff Bleszinski. He's back and he's starting up a new company called Boss Key Productions.
Boss Key, yeah.
With the I think it's with the co-founder of Guerrilla Games.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that's interesting. I don't think we don't know any more than that at the moment. I think
I know that he's joined up and they're making some kind of free first-person shooter online, but doesn't get me too excited.
Right.
I don't know. How about you guys?
No.
No.
To be honest, I like Gears of War. I thought the first Gears of War was really, really good, and to be fair, all of them are really good, like including like Judgment or whatever it was, and
Judgment, yeah.
1, 2, and 3, they're all great. But when the first one came out, it was like, oh my god, the graphics are so like sharp and detailed, and it looks so cool and like realistic. And then 2 came out, and it was like, yeah, it's the same game again, but it's fun. And then 3 came out, it was like, yeah, it's the same game again. It's quite fun.
You just stop saying,
it's just like they're all good games, but like I don't really see Cliff as being this like person.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I don't really get excited. It's not like Ken Levine coming out and going, "This is my new game," and everyone goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ, what's it going to be?" I have no idea.
Yeah.
So he's going to make another game, and this time it won't have a chance.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I'm a massive fan of the Gear series, but there was one thing that like Bleszinski coming out of retirement, he's joined up with these guys. He's making this like free first-person shooter online game, and he's like, he made this really really crappy comment that said like, don't expect anything like to do with this game. We were like, don't expect any kind of CG trailer that's going to not show any gameplay. That's not what Boss Key's about. And I was like,
okay.
Have you literally just released that comment after E3 because most of E3 was essentially CG trailers? And I was kind of like, that's, you know,
Yeah,
did he
probably.
literally just say that just because, like, it's almost like he waited until E3 was over until he actually released that. And what made me laugh is the fact that Belinsky was like in charge of Gears for like years. That rhymed. That was good. But all the Gears games before they came out, they had amazing CG trailers.
Right, yeah.
Fantastic CG trailers, like the Mad World trailer, like the Mad World soundtrack. They were all fantastic, and he pretty much implemented that. So why now that he's like stopped doing Gears and gone to different companies, he's saying like that's not how Boss Key rolls. CG trailers aren't cool. Why is that now? Why is that now a bad idea?
Yeah.
That, you know, that's put me off a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
We'll see. Okay,
there we go. Steam have broken another record, like for themselves, 8 million concurrent users all at the same time. This is after I think it was the last day of the summer sale. I don't know if did anyone else buy anything on the Steam sale?
I bought Amnesia, a machine for pigs.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've yet to play it yet, simply because I'm trying to finish Outlast without soiling my pants.
Awesome. I also picked up Surgeon Simulator.
Oh,
that was like
nice.
That was like £1 or something. So I was just like, yeah, let's get that. That's awesome.
Cool.
I still don't use Steam.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, I mean, it's a surprisingly large amount of stuff available for Mac now. It's literally
I saw
that's all I've
the
got.
Humble Bundle. There was a new Humble Bundle, and it was basically aimed at me.
Yeah.
It was like BioShock and The Darkness 2 and like another game which I would have quite liked to play. And then it was like, if you spend more than £3, you get BioShock 2 as well. £3.
Oh,
I
what
looked
deal.
and it was like The Darkness 2 was on Mac, and that was it.
Well, I'm
Really annoying. It's sort of like if they'd all been on Mac, then I would have just bought it. I would have made a Steam account, just downloaded it, and I would basically pay £3 for Darkness 2, which is good. I couldn't really be bothered.
Well, I'm on Mac, and I bought Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, and if you haven't played that, like, the reviews I've read have been pretty dark, so that's the only reason I've downloaded it. So if you're on Mac, maybe go for Amnesia.
Cool. Awesome. So Microsoft are offering select 360 users a $75 rebate if they buy an Xbox One. So this is quite interesting, and that applies.
I didn't get offered that. I didn't get offered it though, did I?
No, that's too late.
Just after I've got mine, they go, oh yeah, $75. Yeah, well, equivalent for UK when it happened. No, just give me the money before I buy it.
Yeah.
Give me the money now that I have bought it. They gave me a free copy of Killer Instinct. They can give me £75 for the console.
Yeah, we just need this guy. We just need this guy called Tom to buy his Xbox One, and then we're gonna release the deal.
There you go.
Just to spite him.
That does apply to UK, US, and Canada. So I guess it would be like £50 or so in this country.
I wouldn't mind £50.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a free game.
It would be pretty good, yeah. Awesome. So there we go. Titanfall reveals a second DLC pack called Frontier's Edge.
Oh, nice.
There's no announcement release date yet, but there's going to be a new mode. It's called Marked for Death. It's going to be in there. I don't know what that.
I thought
what
that was
is
already
yet.
in there. Pilot Hunter. Sorry.
Yeah, so there's going to be new band cards as well and stuff like that. Connect 2 is now available for pre-order for PC. So Connect 2, by the way, is Xbox One's Connect. Some noise in the background.
What is that?
What's the noise in the background?
I have no idea what sound is coming from Oliver. I think Oliver may have become a children's cartoon.
No, I lost everybody then for a brief moment.
There we go. It's okay. There's some like random noise. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, that Connect 2 for PC comes out next Monday, I think, the 15th.
Connect 2, what, for PC?
Yeah.
What, as in like...
A standalone, you can buy Connect, the Xbox One Connect, for PC as of next...
So they've removed the Connect from the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And now...
They're letting you buy it on its own. For PC. Yeah, for £160.
Yeah, but...
How much?
£160.
That's awful. So
£160, so they basically take it out of the Xbox One box and charge you £30 less, but then you buy it on its own.
Yeah.
It's £160.
Yeah.
That's awful. Any well clued up PC gamer would know to stay away from the Kinect for at least like a year, and they're going to be like well behind the market.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Microsoft have like thought they could pull the Kinect from one and then sell it to like PC gamers.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to big up PC gamers, but they're pretty clued up on their tech. So to actually try and sell the Kinect, which has been pulled from a console already,
It's not great, is it?
it's not good. I don't know. No, you know, they're more than welcome to have the option, but I don't think.
I
it's
still
a very
think
good option.
removing the Kinect from the Xbox One was the worst idea that Microsoft have ever had, if I'm totally honest.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You know, it's £400 for the Titanfall bundle with Kinect, and now it's what, £360 for an Xbox
Yeah.
without a game,
Yeah.
Yep.
just with no Kinect.
Yeah.
So you then have to go and fork out potentially upwards of £40 for a game. So you spend £400 on a set, but you don't have Kinect,
Yeah.
and then you can go and get Xbox One with Kinect and a game for £400.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's stupid.
It's awful.
Just stupid.
It is an
I got
awful
my
idea.
Xbox for 330 quid with Kinect.
Shut up, Tom.
Fuck you, Microsoft.
I don't
See,
know.
it is just stupid. When you've got deals like that, it's like, why are you taking the Kinect out then?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think PC gamers, deserve the option to have it. But if somebody wants to actually fork out to have that option, that's their prerogative.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
If they've released that for PC for like 160 quid or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and they still had it as a mandatory thing for Xbox One, everyone would look at Xbox One and go, wow, I'm getting £160 worth of motion technology there. That's a really good bundle I've got being offered, really. I didn't think of it that way. Now it's just like, well, they've taken away 50 quid from the price. And now they're charging people 160 quid for a 50 quid bit of tech.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. There you go. Awesome. Well, the last bit of news was that Sniper Elite 3 is still second week of being number one in the UK charts.
How?
I don't know how, but it's beaten, like, it's pushed Watch Dogs off and FIFA and Titanfall and Wolfenstein.
See,
yeah,
I don't
crazy.
understand that because, like, surely, like, to be at the top spot, like, I'm guessing it's like from sales.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the amount that it's
obviously.
sold. So people who have obviously not read any reviews about the game have just gone out and bought it.
Yeah.
And that has brought us to number one.
Mhm.
So it just goes to show, like, how many people actually read reviews, how many people care about what they're actually buying.
Yeah.
Because Sniper Elite 3 is like what, way below like Titanfall and Watch Dogs. So how has it reached number one? I don't understand.
No idea, but there you go.
Slow motion shots of people dying.
That's it.
Oh man, where's the nearest store?
Get back here. Awesome. Right, well, wicked. Well, basically, I thought I'd introduce a little extra bit to the HUDcast that we don't usually do, which is just like a little bit of tech that I saw, which I thought was really cool. It's up for pre-order now. This thing's called the Myo. It's basically like a band that goes around your arm, which can detect not just like the position of your arm, but what fingers are moving and all kinds of stuff like this. Basically, the reason I bring it up is because in the demo video, they have a clip of a guy playing Mass Effect 3, and he's basically moving his arm from like a downward position to like a pose, like a gun position, and it goes from a cover system to like standing like ready to shoot, and then he actually does like move his finger and it fires the gun and stuff, and he like can change weapons by pulling certain gestures. I just thought that is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much that would be integrated with a console, but I would love. That'd be great if they actually did.
Man.
Like, imagine that with like Kinect or with like some kind of move.
It's fantastic.
That'd be awesome.
It's fantastic. It's like, not only is it like, I mean, it kind of wraps around your wrist here,
Yeah.
and like depending on your finger movements, it reacts what you're playing in the game. So like, it's not even like you can just move your fingers.
No.
You can actually move your arm. Like
Yeah.
like you said, it's like you can actually like grab weapons.
You do the
with your
gesture
back.
to go
Yeah.
behind you, and it changes your weapon.
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
changes your weapon, which
It's
is
really cool.
fantastic because, like, what I'm thinking of is in time you could actually get like two.
Yeah.
So you get one on this wrist, one on that wrist, and you're actually like,
Yeah.
you actually have to move them simultaneously with a gun in like first person like shooters,
That'd be awesome.
which is great. I can't remember what I think it was. I can't remember who it was that I saw, but they were doing some kind of flight simulator where it was essentially like wow, what was the game I reviewed recently with the flight craft? Oh, Jesus,
yeah,
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Strike Suit Zero.
That's it.
It was essentially like a game like that, and this guy was just controlling the ship
Yeah.
with his arm, and it was like he would pull it back, like it was like Lilac Wars, but he was actually controlling it with his arm.
Yeah.
Such a good idea, and the one really cool thing is that we're saying that you can actually link it with other bits of tech.
Yeah.
So they were saying about the Google Glass,
Yeah.
and actually having to like move with the tech, so you could like.
Control that from.
You could have the Google Glass, and you could like click your fingers to like stop and start gameplay. That's incredible.
It is awesome. So yeah, that's made by Thalmic Labs. That's thalmic.com, and it's up for pre-order for $149.
That's pretty
Which,
good.
You know, considering what we just said about Kinect, which is basically redundant, which is actually $199.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite a cool little bit of kit, and obviously that will work with your computer.
It's the fact that you can actually like it's like such an augmentation.
Yeah.
Not going to like Deus Ex Human Revolution style. But
I love all that kind of tech.
Yeah, I love all that kind of tech where it's just like you can actually like have it on your wrist, and you can link it with like Xbox, the Oculus, Google Glass. You can just link it with all these things. Just it's got so much potential.
Definitely. Right, okay, so on to the main event of the HUDcast. It's a bit late, but we thought we need to cover it really. So we thought we'd just go over the events of E3 and what was everyone's highlights and potentially what was missing from E3. So I guess
gameplay.
We'll just
Yes.
We'll
say that.
Gameplay
I think we'll go around
from E3.
We'll go around asking individually, I guess.
Was it Tom who just said gameplay?
No, it was Ollie.
Ollie.
I'll tell you what, we'll start with
Tom
Ollie.
was
I think we should start with Ollie because he had the biggest, most valid point there.
Ollie, what's your highlights of E3?
To be honest, I think it was just there was lots of things that were cool. So obviously, I think I did like a little piece about my highlights for Games HUD on the main site. But
Yeah.
if I'll skim over just literally by naming things that I'm interested in. So obviously, Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is a stupid name because we've already had the Rise of the Tomb Raider.
That is really awful. Yeah.
Obviously, all the major hitters like obviously Destiny and it's on the tip of my tongue. One with the Snowdrop engine, Division.
Oh yeah, the Division.
That looks phenomenal. You know, Battlefield. All the massive titles look great. They all look amazing. They all sound like they're going to be top notch. But I didn't see any gameplay apart from the Division, which did look absolutely ball-bustingly stunning. But for me, the major hitters that came out of this E3, and it wasn't even at E3, but we classed them as being there, was Nintendo.
Yeah.
For me, they just completely whitewashed everybody because they came out with AAA games that Nintendo fans are going to want. They showed you gameplay, and it's what all Nintendo fans are waiting for. So we've got Smash Brothers, we've got Yoshi's Woolly World, which to be fair, the name's a bit silly. It's only one letter away from being Willy, but never mind. Just an amiibo. Oh my god!
And Zelda.
Zelda, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The Zelda
Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors is going to be fucking sweet as well.
Yeah. Definitely.
For me, it's amiibo.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that piece kit is such a great thing because it completely takes the good bit about Skyrim, but then takes it a step further. You know, giving you a chance to take your stats with you on that character to someone else's house and use that. It's what they're good at creating that personal experience with their product, and that is you're going to end up having a personal relationship with the amiibo characters. Take those with you to other games at other friends' houses and still use your character.
Yeah, I love the fact that the stats update individually and then feeds it back to the actual little statue. I think that's brilliant. It just personalises it that much more, doesn't it?
What I loved about most of Nintendo's things is they actually had like key developers talking about the games, which is something that not many other developers had throughout E3.
Yeah.
Like they had kind of introductions, but Nintendo had like, they had the key developers talking about the games, and then it went into the trailer, and it just gave it that kind of personal touch because those guys have been there since the start, and like for me that was just. You just know they've got these people that just love what they're doing and know what they're doing and are going to be in the final version of the game, and they've been I don't know. It was just that sense of those developers have been there from the start. They've seen what people love and they're just continuing with it. No, that's what I really loved.
Sweet.
So
do you think there was anything missing from E3, Ollie? Because I've got one thing that I think you might say, but if you don't say it, then I'll save it for my one.
Okay. I don't know really. I mean, I got pretty much everything I wanted from Nintendo.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Nintendo to do a really clever pun on their wording and actually do a Mario Galaxy 3. I really, really want a Mario Galaxy 3, which it's never going to happen now because we're into the 3D lands and 3D worlds. But
right.
I'd love to do Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 3D, and just do a 3DS Mario Galaxy game. That would be mine. That's what I was kind of quietly hoping for, but it's never going to happen.
Not to be frowned upon.
Yeah, nothing off the top of my head I think is missing, unless you say it and we're going to go, motherfucker.
I think you might do that. You might say that in a little bit.
Do it now.
Okay. Alright, Final Fantasy 15. I didn't see anything of it. I would have liked to have seen something.
Yes, it's because we were quite spoiled this year with actual footage of it from, previous cops or just Square Enix and stuff. I'm a little bit worried about it.
Yeah.
And it's taking too long.
Well, the fact that we haven't seen anything new for a while now is making me worried. Square Enix were just
last E3
non-existent. Yeah, last E3 that was it really, wasn't it? I think did they not release something after E3?
Yeah, there's been tidbits here and there.
Been more, I
not
think.
much, but
but it's just a bit like I'm worried for it now.
Everything's gone very, very quiet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it was missing, but I think in the back of my brain I've passed the excitement phase for that game now. So when it hits, then yeah, I'll be super excited and do my usual, take the 2 days off work and really. But until I actually have a release date put in front of me, I'm just pretending like it's not coming out.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, awesome. Well, Tom, should we move on to Tom? What's your highlights, mate?
What did I like?
Go on,
What
son.
did you like, mate?
Go on, son. Tell us.
Well, thinking about it, there wasn't a huge amount that really stood out to me as like wows. Like there's nothing that really jumped out as being this big thing. I think Nintendo did kind of steal the show in the fact that it zoomed in very nicely.
Oh, is it? Look at that. Hey.
Yeah, I think Nintendo kind of stole the show in that they, like Zelda, like wowed everyone when they went, it's now. Although they're not using the term open world apart from to explain it to the plebs like us.
Yeah.
It's like the open world, and like that was amazing. I think just generally the actual like quality of games and the announcements were what people wanted to hear.
Right.
There was little that was like completely groundbreakingly new or like shocking.
I think that I think was not shocked. I think it was everyone was like really fucking pleased to see was just I think gameplay of the Division. If you had to say a game that is next gen that I think everyone would remember from E3, I would probably say the Division. I wasn't expecting that to look quite as sexy as it did.
And it didn't look quite as sexy, did it?
Oh, it did.
It looked incredible. No. It looked incredible. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't look quite as sexy as it did when you first saw it last year.
But the fact that it's been delayed until nearly 2016 makes you think, Jesus, look how much finalising touches they're going to have.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that was the most depressing trailer probably of E3.
Yeah.
Apart from maybe that the World War One game.
No, I've got a more depressing trailer.
Can't remember. Really?
I'll tell you what, I was disappointed though.
Sorry?
What disappointed me though was the lack of a new Metroid or F-Zero.
Yeah, there we go. yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I thought the Nintendo stole the show with, I would say like the first 2/3 of their conference. Although Splatoon looks interesting,
It looks really good.
Mm.
you shouldn't have ended with it. They should have had that like where it came in the thing, cut it down a bit, and then follow it up with another big hitter because it kind of finished with a whimper.
Yeah.
That game looks. It wasn't like if they finished with Zelda, everyone would be like, "Oh my god, my mind's blown." Instead, they did all their big franchises and then went new IP that you may or may not like, and then went. And that's all we've got we've got time for. Like it's 40 minutes. The other guys had an hour and a half. You've got 40 minutes to run out of stuff.
Yeah.
You should have finished. What was it like?
Have we lost him?
I think we. Oh, you're sort of like dipping in and out. Sorry, we missed that, Tom. Do you want to say it again?
Basically, yeah, they should have finished with like a Metroid Prime like HD collection or something like that.
Yeah.
Or a Mario Sunshine HD. Something which has like something new that we weren't expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wow us and go, right, now I've got to buy a console like today. And like Smash Bros we'd seen before, Yoshi's Woolly World, like it looked cool, but it's not quite that big.
What did you?
The new Kirby game, it looks cool, but it's not quite that big. And
Not a massive Kirby fan.
What did you think of the Star Fox tease?
it barely existed.
That
It
was
like,
such a rip-off. That was such a disappointment.
Really, like,
it's,
I was expecting more, but yeah.
It's just a tech demo. That's the thing. They literally have just made a tech demo for the Wii.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Star Fox game coming. And it's like saying, oh, there's a new Uncharted game last year, and like Halo 5 last year. Like, that's a trailer. It exists. That just means someone separate from the studio has made a trailer. Miyamoto's just gone, I made a Star Fox demo. Like, what studio's working on it? Haven't got one. It's just me. I've gone crazy. I'm fighting robot games and stuff. Like, it's not a real game until you've actually got a proper bit of gameplay. Playing really might as well not exist. Or a Metroid and an F-Zero. Or cry if Captain Falcon is not. It comes out, and if they don't include it, they're idiots because they're suddenly grabbing hold of this whole like tournament attitude of like, yeah, Smash Bros. It's like a big tournament. Finally hitting it after 4 entries, being the tournament-renowned character that all the elites choose.
Yeah.
Very weird decision. He's an original. I'm very angry about this. I wanted them to announce Captain Falcon. That should have been the final
I
thing.
should write an article about it.
Ran out of time, and here's Captain Falcon. I love it. No. Basically, yeah, E3 was shit.
Awesome.
It does.
Awesome.
You got quite a passionate hatred for this.
I think we should leave Tom with that. That's the last statement from Tom for now.
Having said that, though, and I am coming back in. Having said that, tomorrow I am playing all of Microsoft's E3 offerings, so probably quite good.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Also Horizon 2.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Right. Well, should we move on to Kev? What's your highlights? Microsoft man, or
yeah, well, yeah.
Were you particularly impressed with Microsoft? Because I thought that was all a little bit.
I was kind of
lackluster.
No, do you know what? No, do you know what? I was actually quite lackluster. I really love the Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah,
that trailer was great. The way they actually like took the complete piss out of like generic first-person shooter like cover combat,
sure,
and then turned it into like this like CG trailer, which was incredible. Which would have actually been enough, but they actually merged that trailer straight into gameplay and then just carried on with gameplay. That, for me, I was like, yes, that is what I wanted. Like, not only did I want a CG trailer, but I wanted gameplay. But the way they like fused them seamlessly, that was really, really cool. The Master Chief Collection,
Yeah, man.
I'm not.
Master
I'm
Chief
not-
Collection, yes, I'm all over that.
Yeah, I'm
Really,
not. I'm not,
really
I'm not
up for
going to
that.
sit here and bum Halo again for like half an hour because it's too easy.
Have you seen the new the demo of the map, the Halo 2 map that's been
No?
recreated, and it looks.
Coagulation.
I don't know what the name of it
Is
is.
it
but
coagulation?
It looks
It's
incredible.
coagulation.
Yeah, the two bases on either side.
It's Blood Gulch Part 2
Blood Gulch,
out of
yes.
4 iterations of Blood
That'll
Gulch.
be it.
Oh
And
yes,
basically, you
God
see,
yes.
You see the Halo ring all the way around, and it
Oh,
looks. And they
man.
they've painstakingly created a texture for the whole ring, for the whole Halo, and it looks.
Oh, see, that's
incredible.
just jizz-worthy. That's
Yeah.
just
I'm
literally.
not really
jizz-worthy.
sure why it's news though. Like all the major websites seem to be presenting it as this big news thing. Like, oh my god, they've remade the Halo 2 with coagulation. Like, yes,
They've remade Halo.
yeah, they've
Halo
remade
2.
the entire game, as has
Yeah.
been stated many times. Do you think they're just going to go, we've remade the whole game, and
Yeah.
then
Except
you
for
still
this.
play the classic shit graphic version? There you go, enjoy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. that-
obviously it's going to look better.
Yeah, I completely agree. But like, the prospect got me excited. That was cool. Like Ollie said, the Division, like that trailer was just phenomenal. Especially like it was the one trailer as well that had amazing trailer and gameplay footage, which is one of the things that E3 was lacking in, was gameplay footage. Yeah, that was kind of my highlights. Far Cry 4 was pretty cool.
Looks bloody awesome.
Yeah, actually no, yeah, I say pretty cool. It actually looks really
Couldn't believe that game.
I love the way they've actually upped the bad guy from the last one to someone that actually looks like they could be potentially a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's like from the top of my head.
Yeah,
Some highlights.
anything missing? That
Anything
you would like to have
missing?
seen?
Gameplay footage. I was pretty much sickened by the amount of like CG trailers. There were some CG trailers for the Xbox One games that like Phantom Dust. That looked
Alright.
fucking abysmal. I was like, well, what's going on? What's going on? No.
If something's a cult game, don't go, here's a CG trailer to explain what it is. Because if it's a cult, not many people have played it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just.
They don't know what Phantom Dust is.
No, it just looked like it was like, oh, watch this scene from like Advent Children. I was
Actually-
like, oh wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. It's not as a CG trailer though. I was like,
Did you see?
Apparently it's something to do with card-based combat or something.
Alright.
Basically, it's something that on paper sounds like a massive semen splodge. It looks awful. It sounds awful. Sounds like there's a reason why it's a cult following.
yeah. So it was
Magic the Gathering, but an older version. Just,
potentially like the moon jizz that we uncovered when we did the Project Spark beta. Moon jizz.
Awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, not much missing for me. Oh, actually, one more thing. What was missing for me was an actual Halo 5 trailer. Because all they did was show some crappy like CG trailer for like
Yeah.
the beta for the multiplayer. And I was kind
And
of
a
like,
little bit of story. And now you know. No, as in you see that agent. What's his name?
no, that was
the
the,
new
that was
character.
the, no, that was the
No, because you saw Master Chief, didn't you? And then there was this bit where he broke out with this spiky thing.
no,
Into space.
that's the Master Chief
that was the
collection.
Master Chief trilogy.
Oh,
That was
That's number two.
that was a
That's Halo 2.
remastered scene from Halo 2.
Ah, but that
Then-
had the new character in it though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, but it was almost like that was almost
Oh,
the trilogy.
I see.
It's just to show that Halo 2 ties in with Halo 5. There's a
Yeah.
direct link between the two games.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
There was
okay.
no
To be
new
further
trailer.
explained in the collection.
This is
Yeah.
why I need to play 1 and 2.
There
you
was
see.
there was no new trailer for Halo
right.
5. Even the Halo 5 trailer was like all new Spartan abilities. They didn't even show you what they were.
Right.
It was just a couple of Spartans like it's like jumping around. It's like they didn't even tell you what the new. Anyway.
I was going to say something for you as well. I don't know if you noticed in the Morpheus video, that bloody game you kept going on about, Grave.
Yeah, Grave.
That was in it.
I fucking told you.
There we go. It
I
was
told
there.
you.
At the
Right.
time, we were like, "It's Grave."
Yeah. For the listeners, in the last fucking HUDcast,
You wouldn't stop going on about it.
I kept banging on about Grave, and Matt was like, "No, Kev, no, Grave doesn't exist. All of a sudden
So,
now,
there it is.
exists.
There it is.
So
And also, you kept going on about Mace. I looked it up afterwards. It was an N64 game.
it wasn't. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
There you go.
See, I do
So
know
we're-
what to talk about
I'll
sometimes.
try and research a little bit into like past HUDcast stuff.
Cool.
Kevisms.
Yeah, Kevisms.
And there we go. So yeah, it does exist. Awesome. Okay, so I guess I'll move on to me. Yeah, I mean, I think across the board it was all pretty impressive. 5 minutes. Something about 5 minutes. It's all good. But yeah, anyway, basically I thought No Man's Sky for me.
Oh man.
Like I hadn't like seen a lot or understood a lot, and I don't think anyone does. But that game just looks so intriguing, and the fact that you can start on a planet which is basically, as far as I know, the planet you start on will be completely generated for you.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of the planets, whether all the planets that are in the game are generated from the other players, which might be the case, because it is like a multiplayer type of game, I guess. And the fact that you can just get in a spaceship and fly out of that planet, explore space, shoot lasers, and then land on another planet and stuff. To be honest with you, like I don't care if there's a story mode, which there is. There is going to be like missions and things to do.
Cool.
But I just want to explore, and I just want that game to fly around in and just see what gets generated.
Yeah.
That's the fact that you're not necessarily going to come across people that often, though. Like, because people sort of when they first saw it, they thought, oh yeah, you'll fly out and you'll meet loads of people in place. Actually, like, you won't really meet anyone very often. It's you'll be exploring a planet and you'll just randomly come across another human being, and it'll be just like in real life if you came across someone, it's like, do I kill them or do I make friends with them? Like, it's completely up to you. You can literally just kill them and be like, I'm a badass, and like everyone would be like, don't go near that guy. Or you could team up and you could make like 100-person squadron if you wanted, and just go around exploring everywhere together.
Yeah, amazing.
But you have to find these people, and it is like random. You know, you've got to really search out for people. It's not,
that's cool.
The other highlight, I would say, sort of gameplay wise, was Rainbow Six.
I never saw that.
It was at the end of Ubisoft.
Oh man, I must have missed that.
And it looks wicked. It looks so good, like fully kind of destructible environment type of jobs, and just the tactics involved look awesome. Basically, what got demoed was it like how many versus how many? It was like 4 versus 4 or something like that, or 6 versus 6. There were like terrorists, and then there was the main group of, you know, the Rainbow Six or whatever. And whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
And basically, let's break into this house. The terrorist people had got captured a hostage and started barricading up the house, and you know the other guys had to come in through the roof and use charges and things like that. They put 2 guys on the door, and then one guy went upstairs to the ceiling above, put a charge on the floor, which would be the bad guy's ceiling, fired it, blew a hole through the ceiling, and then jumped in and just like, it just looked
that's cool.
Incredible. It looks really cool. Good. So I'd say out of everything, obviously there's just the list goes on of amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Uncharted 4. You know.
Thief's End.
Yeah. Just saying quickly. Oh, Assassin's Creed as well. Unity.
Yeah.
That looks,
yes.
That looks
does
incredible.
Look
like the you know, just for the sheer look of it alone.
Yeah.
What an amazing thing. I mean,
I think you really need to have good co-op companions for that to work really well.
Yeah.
It would be great to have a clan that you work really well with. It's
a really weird thing. Like what they said about. Did you hear about the sort of controversial question about why isn't there any women in the game? And at first they actually gave out 2 answers. The first answer was that they didn't have time to put it in the game, but then they actually changed their answer to be that basically, regardless, it's been basically there's not going to be any multiplayer. It's going to be a 4-player co-op if you want it to be.
Yeah.
And every individual player will think that they're Arno, the main character, and then they'll see the other characters as the other 3. Or whatever, but basically everyone that's playing will be from the perspective of Arno, so that's kind of why there's no females in the game, because otherwise it would kind of spoil the game.
That's
pretty
cool.
Cutscenes, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they said something about how there's 8,000 different like animations that they'd have to recreate just for,
Jesus.
putting a female character in. But that makes more sense. But they should have just said that in the first place rather than
Well,
like.
but they don't even need to mention the fact that you have to create all this extra animation for females, because that just sounds like they're being lazy.
yeah.
You know, all they had to say was, well, every person that plays it is going to see it from the perspective of the same character.
Yeah.
There you go. Job done. You don't need to make yourself sound like a bunch of twats who can't be bothered to, you know, appease to the, you know, the other gender who game a lot. And Assassin's Creed is very popular with gamers, you know, not male or female. It's just a very popular game with gamers, and it's, I don't know, it is annoying because it's, you know, games like Mass Effect just show you how gaming should be progressed forward, you know. And but you know, if the reason is because, well, everyone's going to play it from the perspective of the same character, then that's fine. But don't then say, oh, and it's going to take, you know, so much more time to render 8,000 more units. It's like, well, no, you just sound lazy.
Yeah. It's kind of the same when you play like Halo co-op. It's like with Halo 3, no one wants to play as the Arbiter, but when you play co-op, one of you is the Arbiter and one of you is the Chief. But when they went back to Halo 4, both of you were the Chief. Fair enough, it made no sense because there weren't two Chiefs, but there was nothing cooler than both of you playing co-op, both being the Chief. There's nothing wrong with having a multiplayer game where you all play the same character, as long as you love that character. That's the way I feel anyway. That's exactly what Wally just said.
Cool. I was a bit let down by EA, the fact that they sort of teased Battlefront. But it wasn't much. Same with Mirror's Edge 2.
No,
it was just, I was expecting like a proper like trailer or gameplay and stuff. It was just a tease.
Here's Mirror's Edge 1 in HD.
I'm glad that they teased a Mass Effect. I wasn't expecting much more from that, to be fair. And the new IP from Criterion was basically just really throwaway. It just looked like a kind of, well, basic sort of like pre-viz sort of graphic style thing, the kind of thing you see from movie pre-viz style. I don't really see the point in even mentioning that at the moment.
I couldn't help but think that, like, from an E3 point of view, with like all the next gen content that E3 like that EA might have pushed the boat out a little bit and actually showed some gameplay footage, but they didn't, and they failed at that point.
So apart from that, Ubisoft I thought were very, very good. Far Cry 4 looks phenomenal. Just absolutely incredible. And like you say, The Division. That trailer though is depressing as hell.
It's depressing, but it's
set the
so,
scene though. It's really cool.
It's so moody. It's about time we've had like a really, really like mature adult stealth game. Like, you know, I know Blacklist was like an 18, but it's so good to see like a new upcoming like game which is based on like pure adult futuristic stealth content with all these like techno gadgets and stuff like that. Being an MMO, I'd be amazed if they can actually pull off what they've shown in the E3 trailer when it actually comes to launch. But you know, if they do, great. But I remember what Watch Dogs looked like when they first showed it, and what it looked like when it ended. Let's hope the Division doesn't do the same.
Don't know if we've mentioned this, but have you heard about that thing? You can get this sort of mod for PC, which effectively unlocks all of the awesome graphics that actually Watch Dogs is capable of.
Nice.
It's actually all in the game, but basically when they released it, they've turned off all of these features. All those features are actually still technically there. I don't know. Do you guys know that as well?
It was saying that it's just so that people generally could run it.
Yeah, exactly. So what you can actually do is you can use this mod thing to basically switch on all of these stuff, and it still doesn't look quite as good as it did, but it looks so close to it. It looks really close. Jeez. So it is actually technically all there.
Yeah.
But they just didn't. I mean, I guess they just couldn't get the performance out of it.
Yeah.
But I guess in a sense, what they could do is spend a bit more time on it and then send out an update, which then unlocks it. If they can get the performance out of it, all of it's there.
Or not spend time just trying to make it go to the old consoles and just do
we've been over this. It's probably a different team working on it. So there you go. Well, has anyone else got anything else to add?
Not really.
No,
I think we've covered most of it.
Wicked. Well, I think we'll call it there then. Awesome.
Sweet.
So, as usual, you can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Google+, twitch.tv, all /Games HUD. So we hope
we're
to see you
everywhere.
there.
We're everywhere.
Everywhere. Awesome. Right, so it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
That's Kev.
This is Kev.
Bye from me, Tom.
There you go. And Ollie. That's a nice
Ollie
face.
says bye.
That's a HUDcast face right there. Just keep holding that face till we fade out.
Tom, wait, one question. How have you managed to like zoom in and out by just?
I don't know.
Keep holding that face. Keep holding the face. We're gonna fade out. So bye. Goodbye. Bye.